Hello everyone, welcome to my first MTG video that I'm ever making. Um, I have been playing Legacy for a few years and have decided to try and start making some content in the hopes that maybe it will help me quit my Air Force job so I can spend all my time on game development. Uh, so this is a deck I've been brewing since Up the Beanstalk came out. I think I am officially going to name it Jack's Temporal Journey after Jack and the Beanstalk. Um, so basically, the premise is to build a taking turns deck where Up the Beanstalk is your card advantage engine to draw extra cards by casting Temporal Manipulation and Time Warp and Temporal Mastery. You get to get extra effects out of these via Mystic Sanctuary, making it very consistent, and then you win the game with a Thassa's Oracle off of Cavern of Souls. So some of the things you have to tackle in the deck are Orcish Bowmasters, making it impossible to win through the damage. So we have Swords of Plowshares, Terminus, uh, Fairy Time Raveler to stop counter magic. So it's got nice interaction to stop people trying to stop you from comboing off. I've done a few leagues with this before. This will be my first time recording. I have a few different paths of ways I would like to edit this deck and try out some different builds. I've tried an 80 card version with Yorion before. One of the problems with that is that on Magic Online, one of this deck's biggest weaknesses is fighting against the clock. One of the changes I am going to make to this deck list that is pretty much close to the first one I did is I'm going to add 3 copies of Personal Tutor to make it a little more consistent. Um, Maybe I only want 2 copies. I'm going to try this out, I think. And we'll see how this goes. So there's some other things that I want to do, like trying to make an infinite with Mystic Sanctuary, where you sacrifice it to like Glacial Chasm or Crop Rotation or Elvish Reclaimer and replay it with Life from the Loam or a Crucible effect like Crucible of Worlds or Ramanop, whatever. Um, so yeah, I'm going to try out this build first. This is the closest to the first iteration I've played. So without further ado, let's enter a Legacy League. Alright, starting off on the play, we have a Personal Tutor, no Up the Beanstalk. Finding Up the Beanstalk is the most critical part of this deck, um, because without it you can't combo off. I've tried to build with Enlightened Tutor before, but I didn't like it very much. I think it works a little bit better in a Yorion build where you have some extra cards to work with. I am going to keep this hand, however, because we have Island Ponder is pretty much always a keep, as Bosch and Roll says, and nice Swords to Plowshares. When you can, it's good to fetch basics because the deck is very mana hungry and you want to get up to 5 for your Temporal Mastery. So another copy of Swords to Plowshares might be useful. I don't really want this land, don't really want Second to Fairy. I'm looking for Force of Will here, so I'm going to shuffle. Or up the Beanstalk. One of the other cards I've considered playing that would be a good personal tutor target is Ancestral Vision. When you're taking lots of turns, it's a good way to get some extra card advantage. The suspend isn't a big deal. Something that you could do but probably isn't good with that is then playing whatever that enchantment they used to play in that modern deck, the 3 mana one that lets you cast 0 mana spells. Brainstorm, can't complain. Probably shuffling away this Personal Tutor and Tundra. And I'm likely fetching a Plains and swordsing this Stalactite Stalker. Opponent is seemingly mono black. It's important to keep your life total high. Obviously, opponent's in black, probably playing Orcish Bowmasters, so this fight might not be good, but Dothy Voidwalker, that could be a problem. Because it does stop our loop. I can Swords of Plowshare. I think I'm going to, next turn, just play Teferi and bounce this, and that'll be fine. That's unfortunate. I hope me stalling didn't give away that I had a Force of Will in hand. Just exiled a Fatal Push to this. Opponent correctly takes Teferi there. I'm going to start with the Up the Beanstalk, see what I draw. If I had Life from the Loam in the deck, I probably should have Swords to this first. Personal Tutor, okay, interesting. I think I'm going to go ahead and set up a Temporal Mastery. Is my opponent personal tutoring here? I didn't think about that. Teferi Time Raveler. I'm gonna go ahead and force that. Oh! I'm not supposed to curse on YouTube. Whoops. I did not think that through. That was a big misplay. Probably supposed to... It's probably supposed to just beanstalk off of the island and do that. Opponent's holding a Bowmaster here. This is very unfortunate, hoping to draw Brainstorm in the near future. 4 mana, hopefully Shieldred. Grief, okay. Trigger on the stack. We are going to Swords this. Do I want to Swords this? We're really far off from casting this Temporal Mastery. I'd rather not be getting hit, I suppose. I'm going to keep my life total high. It's got 2 cards in hand. Temporal Mastery in the graveyard, not a big deal. We do have 1 more island to get with this Misty Rainforest. Though wastelanding our 3rd island for Mystic Sanctuary can be annoying. And that is right on time. Looking for a Terminus here. So Mystical Tutor would be a big upgrade because I wouldn't have fallen into that trap earlier from Personal Tutor, but obviously Mystical Tutor is on the ban list in this format, and rightfully so. Yes, I would like to reveal Terminus. Okay. Cast it. Draw an extra card. Lose 1 from Beanstalk. And now we have... Was that Misty, my extra draw? Okay, we need to make some responses here. Get one more basic island. Oh, no! Why did I hit okay? If I just put Terminus or Temporal Mastery on top, probably Terminus on top, that would have been fine. And another bar match. So now we really need a Terminus, and we've really messed this up. The Orcish Bowmaster, he would have waited for me to cast the Terminus otherwise. So this still probably would have been a problem. Okay, I can't personal tutor into the opposition agent, so that's no good. Got taking 5 here, so I've got 1 turn to Terminus. And then all my fetches are shut off, so that is game. Playing against Mono Black, bringing in Veil of Summer and Dress Down for Grief. Prismatic Ending is an option for Orcish Bowmasters. Up to 6 cuts. Teferi's not great in this matchup. Because, again, like, it's not very good at answering Bowmaster. I guess Dress Down isn't really that good of an answer because Grief is probably happening before it. It doesn't stop Bowmaster because it will because the whole like we take too many turns. They might have Urza Saga in their deck. These mono black decks are frequently Urza Saga decks. We could trim on cantrips to sort of hedge against Bowmaster. I normally don't mind trimming some of the time walks, though that was when I was playing a lot more of them originally. I could trim the Snapcaster. The Snap Swords is sometimes important in the Orcish Bowmaster format matchups. How important is Force of Will? Could trim Forces. Forces in the Snap. Maybe I only want 1 Dress Down. Maybe I'd rather have the Snap than the Force. Let's try this. Terminus is in hand is not great. It's kind of like a 5-card hand already. Island Preordain is okay, but we don't have a white... I have to fetch Tundra. He didn't show me Wasteland, but I have to imagine there's Wasteland. I'm going to mulligan this. I'm much more interested in this hand. And I will bottom the Temporal Manipulation. We'll find more of those later. If I get Wastelanded here, I'm going to be sad, but I think this is the right land to play. Playing Forest gives away... Oh, whoops. I wasn't supposed to do that. No fear of days here. Yeah, okay. Should probably take Brainstorm here. Preordain. Gonna make that happen before he has time to Bowmaster me. Conveniently got mana to force and temporal manipulation this turn. You can have a Dark Ritual. Torok is good enough to Force of Will. Wasteland's good here. Stopping me from comboing this turn, actually, because I would have... I have 2 turns in the bank. Name Merfolk. Probably should have pondered first. Interesting. I like this Veil of Summer. I like this Swords of Plowshares. But I really need lands here, so I'm going to shuffle this. I also don't have white for the swords. Now I do. Not a big deal. Opponent has Bowmaster. So I am encouraged to wait here, let him cast his Bowmaster, and then brainstorm in response. Yes. Need to force that. I have already been wastelanded once, so I'm going to get my Tundra to set up the Mystic Sanctuary. I hope I didn't... Oh, thank God. I've already used one of my Tundras. Interesting. Might as well get plains then. Already have plenty of green. Three, four, 5. So next turn should be our combo turn. have enough islands for Mystic Sanctuary. I'm actually just going to keep that for Force of Will. Because at this point, we have essentially won on the control game plan. Opponent has 4 cards in hand, and we have hella answers. I don't care about that. I can swords that. Actually, might just Terminus. Nah. I'll find a brainstorm later. Now I think I'm going to do this. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So next turn I can play that other Flooded Strand, get Trop and Mystic Sanctuary, put a Temporal Manipulation on top, Brainstorm into it. Opponent's not doing anything, so I actually don't have to do anything either. Okay, do I have... I don't. Do I care about this? I could... I can do the thing and hard cast Force. That seems fine. Drop. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. I guess I can just hard cast Force now. In case he has another grief. I did shuffle. What the fuck? Two, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So I should be able to double take turns here. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Discarding 2 cards, which will be 1 Prismatic Ending and 1 Terminus. Okay, I need to click the thing for. Oops. Okay. Snap. Temporal manipulation. Always yield. 15 cards left in library. Brainstorm. Six, seven, eight, nine. 2 cards will be Flooded Strand and Swords. Not that it matters at this point, really. Yes. One. Is it like the last card on my deck? So this would put me to 4. Then I'll draw 1. Okay, there's the Thassa. So 3, 2, 1. I mean, we're fine here. So 3, 2. Ponder. And Thassa's Oracle. On to game 3. Veil of Summer was great there. Dressing down a Torok would have been important. Forcing the Torok ended up great. Terminus removing a Torok is good. Personal Tutor can be a liability against that opposition agent. Let's try this. So had I not monkeyed that first game, I think I would have won 2-0. Can't complain about this hand. This swords is decent. This forest is decent. So I'd be drawing swords and forest and shuffling away the trop. And then pondering again. I think that's probably fine. We expected this. If opponent is smart, take ponder. Yes, he did. I'm gonna hold this. This could have been a mistake. I'm actually gonna fetch in response in case he has an opposition agent. So he knows about the trop, and I need double white for Terminus, so in case he draws Wasteland, I'm going to play the trop first. Now he knows about both. Probably take Temporal Manipulation here. If he has Reanimate and he takes this other Terminus, that could be bad. Now I'm hoping to dig into Mystic Sanctuary. That's a good start. These don't matter yet. I actually want to put Snap on top because I can't do anything with it yet. So it should be swordsing this opposition agent this turn. So that I can set up Mystic Sanctuary later. Need a beanstalk real bad. Actually going to... What's on top of my library? Another Temporal Manipulation? I'm going to Snap Ponder right now. Need up the beanstalk. I'm gonna ponder. I have the option to Mystic Sanctuary Terminus soon. Oh, we found our beanstalk. Dothy Voidwalker. Two, three, four, five. Hope we get a land here. Did not. Land here. Damn. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5. I can personal tutor, brainstorm. I'm gonna personal tutor. And put this guy on top. And then on his turn, I can Veil of Summer or Dress Down to do that. Or I can just take my turn. Oh. That's a good draw. I'm gonna go ahead and force this. Need the card draw. And I can't take life. I hope he casts a Thoughtseize here. That'd be great. Reanimates. I will Dress Down. Should I Veil? This is really devastating for my clock. Please, Moto. Because I've drawn the second brainstorm, I'm going to dig for a miracle here. Hell yeah. I don't know why I did that. I forgot I don't have a third Mystic Sanctuary. Doesn't matter though. Perfect. I feel like I'm running out of combo pieces to... I'm out of temporal manipulation, temporal masteries. I have 2 temporal manipulations in the deck with 20 cards and 1 life. Alright, that is our next combo piece. Snap. Temporal manipulation. Three Swords of Passion, yes, please. Alright. Merfolk. Opponent's got 1 card in hand, and we have a Force of Will. I am going to cycle this Veil of Summer on anything at this point. Oh, I forgot I had another turn. Four, 5, 6, 7. Resolves. Okay, that should do it, I think. Um, 4 cards in library. 3 cards in library. I cannot force of will here. So let's dress down, dress down. Let's see what's in my library. Okay, put that on top, I guess. I was hoping for a ponder, but no! I have to give him a turn now. Wow. Monkeyed that one away. Perhaps dress down shouldn't be in my sideboard. I also shouldn't have played that 4th beanstalk, I think. I think that turn I was supposed to dress down instead of beanstalk. I forgot that dress down stops my Thassa's Oracle. This deck is really hard. There's a lot of ways to mess yourself up, as you could see in that match. So one of the cards that is in some of my other builds is what is it called? Why do I always forget the name of this card? Savine's Reclamation. It stops that Thoughtseize problem. Can't mulligan this. Forced to get Tundra with the... I'm actually going to ponder off of Trop instead. Beautiful. Depending on what opponent is playing, may or may not cast this Beanstalk this turn. That's not a Daze deck. Or a Dazeable land, at least. Chasa. Whenever you commit a crime and pay 1, if you do look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. So whenever you commit a crime, sleight of hand for generic. No, other into the graveyard. It's there's a different card. It's not sleight of hand. I think that's a real card. Commit a crime is what? Targeting things? How many colors is your deck, dude? I'm inclined to say land go. This looks like Bowmaster mana. Do it to me, daddy. So I think I'm going to next turn Teferi, Uptick, and Personal Tutor for Terminus. In which case, oh wait, no, because this Bowmaster's going to be 5. I definitely don't need this Cavern. Snap doesn't look great either. Okay. This sucks. This actually worked out okay. I'm more interested in Island right now. Doesn't have haste. You don't have a Force of Will. You would have forced so many other things. What? Sure thing, bud. Opponent short on land. Not firing that off for no benefit. Explorer for 5 mana is not good enough. Yeah, you got that. So this is a matchup where ley line binding would be a lot better than Terminus. Oops. I really needed to get that attack in. Because this, right now it seems like I'm just going to win off Snapcaster beats. Opponent would be at 10. How about no? Look at this 5-color monstrosity. I guess leyline binding. Here's a question. If he exiles this Force of Will, do I want to put it on top in response? I think I do. Yeah, that's fine. 6. So he's probably crewing this hearse this turn. Or at least I would. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Play another creature. That's annoying. Things are not looking good here. It's possible that I would want to concede for clock at this point. I want this brainstorm, but I'm just seeing a third card, so I'd have to like wait. I'm gonna shuffle this. Jesus. So this is where personal tutoring for Ancestral Visions 4 turns ago would have been really nice. Because this has just been rotting in my hand. or having, another threat like an Uro or uh, like in the Yorion builds, you can just Yorion and take a bunch of extra turns to kill them with combat pretty reasonably. There's a good card. There we go. No. 3, 4. So we're taking 3 next turn and 4 from the beanstalk, assuming he doesn't have a force of will. So we'll be at 5 with 4 cards in hand. I'm pretty scared. He has to not have another binding, no prismatic ending, no force of will, no lightning bolts, K commands. That's not that big of a deal. Would have been better off. Oh, I have another planes. Maybe he's trying to turn off any potential Veil of Summers. Uro, maybe, is what he's thinking about. Wither Bloom command. Yeah, Veil of Summer would have been a blowout there. That is unfortunate. Did he mill me? He milled me! Genius! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do still have Hardcast Terminus available. Oh my god. So he has answered 3 of my beanstalks at this point, but I only have 23 cards in my library. He just has Bowmaster's crew. Yeah, this is game. Oh wait, it's only a 2/2. Oh. Interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have an... Bottom. Merfolk. It's possible that I didn't even want to give that away. I'm actually going to go ahead and swords this now. I also think now we're getting to the point, since I only have 1 beanstalk left in the deck, I should just take my turn. cycling Temporal Manipulation into Force of Will. Pretty good pickup there. That could be devastating. 3, 4, 5, 6. Show me what you got. Lorien revealed. Oh god, what do I want to do about this? I think I want to let it go. As painful as that is. So that can be a Mystic Sanctuary, in theory. What's he targeting? He targeting stuff in his graveyard? He targeted nothing. Interesting. Bluff. Yeah, that happens. I'm pretty much fucked here, I think. Or, I gotta... I'm trying to be YouTube friendly. We have 2 turns of the bank. Turn number 1. Turn number 2. Against 7 cards for my opponent. Jesus. He's gone through 2 forces. The force in exile, 3 forces. He only got 1 force left in his deck. Oh! Alright. I accidentally F6'd through that, so I'm just gonna concede. I think I might have actually won that game. I don't think I'm gonna put this up after so many misplays. Carpet, force of negation. I don't want force of negation. Prismatic ending. Terminus is bad. Don't need Terminus in this matchup. Two more cuts. I think the Force of Wills are still good. Do I really want the carpets? Like, they help my speed, but I don't think the speed matters. No. So, because I know my top card is good, I think I'm just gonna, like, land go. Opponent's a Bowmaster deck, maybe not. Shuffle. Beautiful. We didn't see days all game. I highly doubt that's happening. I'm gonna set this up before he has the chance to bowmaster me. This is excellent. So we're gonna put this under this, and we should be able to combo off next turn. So we have an option here to swords this bowmaster, or play a second beanstalk and fight through it and kill it on like afterwards. And I think I'm going to do that because I think it's, if he doesn't have a force here, I'm just going to win. So if this draws an island, I'm guaranteed going off. Hell yeah. I can take 2, no big deal. So, well, hold on. I didn't draw into another one, so I have to Mystic Sanctuary Brainstorm this turn. I'll go, and then I'm set up next turn. Yes. Put back Brainstorm, Preordain. Three, 4, 5, 6. Three, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So personal tutor to 6, preordained to 5. This is really frustrating. I think this is where I'm at this point. And then we're going to force something on his turn. Have another Bowmaster. That's not Bowmaster. I don't care about that. I have 2 turns in the bank. Island. I have another Mystic Sanctuary. Three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last fetchable out of the deck. I've got 10 cards in library. So next turn I'm drawing to 5. So if I cast this beanstalk, I'll go to 5. Go to my next turn down to 4. Temporal manipulation will empty my library, and that will be the game. Uncounterable Thassa's Oracle, to which you cannot respond because of Teferi. I have 7 minutes. I'm going to keep this. This is a good control hand to stop what my opponent is doing. That was a terrible draw. I'm going to brainstorm here because if I hit temporal manipulation and what's it called, I'm going to combo off. Didn't happen. So here, I could temporal mastery anyways, and then I don't know, I just don't think it's worth it. I'm just going to put back these two. Go to my turn. Hold up Snap Veil. Force of Will. Snap Brainstorm. So Thassa's Oracle on top. I'm not cantripping if I don't have to. Using one of my Mystic Sanctuaries like that is a bummer, but it's not the end of the world. Love seeing that. So this is an interesting option. I can hardcast Force. I can Force pitch Temporal Mat, one of the Temporals, and have Snap Veil available. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pitch the Mastery. I guess we already have 5 mana. I was supposed to pitch the Temporal Manipulation there. That was a mistake. Fortunately, that's his only white mana, so he can't just, like, do it again. Love for him to just play a Marchesa here, so I can bounce it on my turn. Yeah, what I was supposed to do, I think, was pitch the Manipulation, draw the next one, and cast Ponder. Or even just cast Ponder on my end step, because I'm really just digging for Beanstalk here. Target player mills 3 cards. Targeting me? Hell yes. I didn't want that Manipulation. And no, my Thassa's Oracle! Oh no, he targeted me with the Drain. Excellent. So now he's hitting my Teferi again. Big deal. Opponent has 2 cards. Veil of Summer doesn't seem like it's getting good, so I'm just going to brainstorm here. Three, four, five, 6. So I could try and win with the Snapcaster if this isn't an Orcish Bowmaster. What is this? 3, 4, 6. It's not a 4th Airling. Oh my god, it is. You might have just cost yourself the game, buddy. If he doesn't hold back. Let's see what he does. Idiot. Don't put the Monarchy into the game with the Taking Turns deck. 1, 2, 3. I don't have a good Mystic Sanctuary target right now. But I do need to shuffle away this Thassa's Oracle. Perfect. beanstalk. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and cavern is 5. No. Merfolk. Okay. Attack. One, two, three, 4, 5. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1 white, blue. Oops. Four more attacks. In very little time. One, two, three. Oh, me. I misclicked. That's not what I was supposed to get. Misclicks have cost me so many freaking games, dude. Oh, God. So as you see, the strategy works. It's the time and my idiot self that is bumbling this game away. We're back from match 3. Hopefully this time I can finish in time. So one of the other builds I am considering is based on the combo I have in my commander deck, which is Muldrotha. So in Muldrotha, I win the game with infinite turns by using Mystic Sanctuary and a temporal map manipulation, and I replay the Mystic Sanctuary from the graveyard with Muldrotha or whatever, and sack it. I think I explained this early in the video. Glacial Chasm. So like I've thought of some other builds that are more lands-like, using Life from the Loam, which encourages like Field of the Dead, at which point you don't have to have the card advantage engine to combo off, because you can just make your zombies and win with combat. So that is something I could try out. It also means you don't have to churn through your entire deck and win with Mystic Sanctuary. So there's things to do there. I'm going to keep this. And so in that build, getting access to exploration is beneficial to like speed up your game a little. You can do things like entomb for Life from the Loam, and then your subsequent entombs can tutor your combo pieces, whether it's the chasm that you want to pick up with Life from the Loam, or the spell that you want to pick up with Mystic Sanctuary. You're probably not tutoring for the Mystic Sanctuary because you can get that with a fetch land. So that's a bit of an upgrade from Personal Tutor, I think, because like it could find the spell that I've forgotten the name of again, the 3-mana Savine's Reclamation. I don't want any of these. Need a white source. That's worse. If this is a chalice, I might just concede. I don't need all of these. I'm looking for beanstalk here. Force of Will is a good one because this could be a Blood Moon turn. If it is a Blood Moon turn, probably pitching the Temporal Manipulation. Playing against Tony Scapone. What was he playing the last time I played? Last time I was playing against him, he was playing some kind of 8-cast bullshit. I'm expecting a force back. You might be thinking, oh, would the One Ring be good in this deck? And the answer is no, you will die to it. Those. Fetch land. In this matchup, I'm debating whether I should be fetching for Savannah or Tundra. And, I mean, he probably doesn't have Wastelands. Paradoxical outcome. To draw 3 cards. He's got 1 in hand. I think I'm just going to force this. This would be a great turn to have a Surveil land. Oh, thank God. Would love it if the last card in his hand is Emery. It's probably not, or he would have played it last turn to the Lotus Petal, with the Lotus Petal. Temporal manipulation off the top would be amazing. That's somewhat unfortunate. Would accept a personal tutor, but at this point he's probably going to draw into a force of will with this 1 ring, and things are going to go bad. Fairy, that's not bad. White, blue, 1. This doesn't have protection. Eat up some of his mana, cut him off of a second card draw. Pretty good. Yep. Giving him the life for Ancient Tomb is pretty good for him here. Is that a paradoxical? Mind's Desire. Please cast this Echo of Eons. Oh, you're gonna regret it. Oh my God. Okay, I have the Wombo. I can brainstorm on end step, temporal manipulation, as long as he doesn't do anything to win this turn. I have Teferi in play, so we can't interact. Temporal Mastery. I keep saying the wrong one. Don't care. Don't fuck this up, Ermin. Terminus is a draw 2 here, but it's drawing these 2. which is no good. So this is a shuffle. So if I have to, I can Mystic Sanctuary, the Force of Will, and hardcast Terminus to draw 2, and pitch to Fairy. This is awkward. I think I definitely want to draw 2 here. The question is, do I want the Force of Will then? And I think the answer is no. Alright, he's going off with the 1 ring. Does he have another Paradox Engine is the question. F6 to this point. So this is a reason why I shouldn't have cast the Terminus. I did consider this, and I decided it was worth it. You know, I can still F6. He knows I can't respond. So the defense grid. This is looking pretty bad for me. He could be a little choked on mana. Seems unlikely at this point. If this is the Paradox Engine, it's game over. Because we know he has another... That's not Paradox Engine. Ah, there it is. Alright, go off, King. His deck actually takes as much time as mine to win, I think. So I'm gonna make him do this. Maybe not quite as much time. So there's an interesting question of whether his deck is more consistent than mine. Obviously, there are other considerations in playing Legacy. Like, my deck's probably cheaper. Especially if we're trying to play in paper. Veil of Summer seems important. Did we see Force of Will? He had defense grids. That's a symmetrical effect. We didn't see Emery. I mean, I don't think any of these are good. I don't think we want any of them. I think I'd rather have Force of Negation. Fluster for Seagate Restoration or Mind's Desire or Echo of Eons can be good. Surgical. There's usually not a window of opportunity to Surgical an Echo of Eons. In fact, well, he showed us Lion's Eye Diamond, but still, he has priority to cast it before we can Surgical it. So I don't think it's worth bringing in. I think this is the deck. If I knew for sure there were no counter spells in his deck, I should have 2 swords over these Veil of Summers because he might have Emery. 1 land forest, not cutting it here. This hand's perfect. Opponent's not playing Wasteland. Second Force of Will versus Snap. Would I rather Force Pitch Snap or Force Pitch Force? I'd rather Force Pitch Force, I think. Would I rather have, because it's possible that I ponder into another blue card that would rather pitch, at which point I might have access to 2 forces this game. Exactly. I'd rather pitch the Preordain than anything else. The Snapcaster can get shuffled again. So I pitch the Preordain. Next turn I play the Beanstalk, and I have access to, yeah. So this is coming up perfect. We force the defense grid, second force for the actual action, the 1 ring, whatever it is, with a Beanstalk in play, means that we're getting a card draw, means that we are possibly drawing into Temporal manipulation next turn to just combo off. Not with that land, we're not. I said the wrong Temporal. It was Temporal Mastery. Had I asked for Temporal Mastery and gotten it, opponent didn't do anything. Like to draw a fetch land. Actually, that's not even enough. Need to draw a land and a cantrip. And then I might be able to combo this turn. If I don't, my opponent's likely winning. If my opponent has counter magic in his deck, he's probably untapping the One Ring. Probably in response to my thing. Merfolk. Okay. Temporal. Always yield. Force plus Fluster here is pretty good. I will say that the matchups I'm getting, probably less than ideal. The mono black one I don't think is that bad. I'll force that. But other control decks are hard, and other combo decks actually aren't that bad. I think the best matchups are decks where Terminus is good. So like elves or like green-black control, whatever they call it. The like Zenith deck. How many is this up to now? 4, 6 cards in hand. Exiling this could be game. He might only play one. Interesting. In my Yorion builds of this deck, I play a Jace Wielder of Mysteries. Or at least I have before. That's okay draw. 3, 4, 5. Have to hit this turn. This is not going to cut it. Alright. Kill me. Kill me or face the wrath of my Mystic Sanctuary. Up to 6. He should definitely not be looking to Echo Aviance here, even if he finds one. Because it's stopping him from winning with Jace, and it's drawing me 7. Except for the fact that he's dying to the One Ring next turn. So he just has to win this turn. Ponder. Was not expecting that. Storm count 6. Oh, he's got another Paradox Engine. Good game. So we've had 3 very close matches. Well, that one wasn't as close. That deck Tony Scapone was playing has to be so terrible against Delver. Oh my god, what a terrible hand. This is keepable. It's not great. I don't know if I want to put back Cavern or Temporal Mastery. Again, having the personal tutor, I'm like, I really wish I had one Ancestral Vision in my deck that I could tutor for. I'm going to keep this. I don't want to have to keep more lands. And if I find a Brainstorm or a Force of Will, I'd rather have this Temporal Mastery. Or, wait, I said 2 contradicting things there. I would rather find, like, islands to get set up Mystic Sanctuary, I guess, is what I'm saying. Unclear whether I should be doing island or a duel. Unclear whether I should be pondering or preordaining. I think I'm going to preordain because if my ponder is 2 bad cards, then I'm going to have to shuffle. Or like I won't have the opportunity to shuffle with one of these fetches. Whereas if I preordain now, like I can't get punished for that. It would be also, I don't know, like Ponder's very good at setting up Terminus and Temporal Mastery, which I can't do this turn. I am going to fetch a basic. It's unclear whether I should be holding the ability to fetch Forest or Plains because I don't know what my opponent's playing, which is unfortunate. I want to bottom both of these. See, that would have been a terrible ponder. So like there I was looking, like I pretty much, the only thing I want to top is Force of Will, Beanstalk, and lands. Like I would have taken a 3rd land, or cantrip. A ponder. Up the Beanstalk, good card. Going to keep Preordain under it with the option to shuffle it away. Also have the option to cast Swords this turn if I so desire. Which will set me up to Beanstalk Personal Tutor on turn 3, which is exactly what we want to be doing. I smell a Bowmaster. I don't remember what's on top, but I don't think it's good. I think it was another land. That actually would have been good. Oh well. That's even better. So now we're in an interesting situation where if I personal tutor and then he plays something that I have to force, I'm messed up. So I'm going to just preordain. I don't know what he takes here. I don't think it matters. Unless he has the reanimate. Like I don't think there's any way he can really mess me up. Because next turn I'm going, like, if he takes Temporal Mastery, which is, if he takes Force of Will and Swords, that would be amazing. Because my plan for next turn is to play Forest, Personal Tutor, then on his turn, Brainstorm, Temporal Master, Tutor for Temporal Mastery, cast the Temporal Mastery on his turn, putting the next Temporal Mastery on top, and I'm pretty much guaranteed to go off this turn. Like, as long as I don't die on his next turn. Like, if this is actual factual reanimator, that could be a problem. Exhume. Sure. There's no way he's taking the swords here. How foolish would he have to be? Oh my god. Unless his hand is Darkrit Opposition Agent, he's so punished for this. Do I want to do this in his upkeep in case of Bowmaster? I think so. I have to be very careful to put back the other one. No! I was supposed to... I do this all the time. My next card is a Mystic Sanctuary. Yeah, I'm not countering that. I have 2 turns. So I'm going to Mystic Sanctuary Brainstorm since I monkeyed my combo again. Okay, well I'm probably countering this reanimate spell on this Archon this turn. It is looking like actual... I guess it's pretty clear that it's actual reanimator on Exhume. So I didn't really need to play around Bowmaster. Oh, yeah, go for it. One Temporal Mastery in exile. It's actually better to put Personal Tutor on top. I don't think so. Opponent didn't attack me there. Now I'm going to his turn, right? Okay. That's fine. If he gives me something to hard cast force, I will. If not, I'll set up the temp. Entomb. You already have an Archon, that's not scary. This might be Faithless Looting here. Yeah, that's what I thought. I will let that... Ooh, why did he cast that? This is just mill 2. You know that, right? Okay. Swords under mastery. My turn. Cast. Blue-green. So if I put Personal Tutor on top, Teferi bounce the Grief, and then I get to go off. Bounce load. No, I can't bounce Lotus Petal. Already used both my Mystic Sanctuaries, which is frightening. But I do have a Teferi in play, so that helps. This means I can replay my Beanstalk at some point. Yes. Alright, I have to play fast. Okay. Uptick. So this turn is going to be Force of Willing, a hard cast Grief to get some card advantage going. Oh, I forgot that it's I still have another turn in the bank. Awesome. Alright, this Ponder should lock this up, hopefully. Or not. I have another turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can... I think there's like no real punishment to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get a Brainstorm plus fetch here. Alright. Put back. Another Brainstorm. So next turn he cannot grief me and reanimate. So if I play Cavern, no, I don't want to. If I put back 2 Termini, play Cavern, Merfolk, I have to play quick, so this is the easier line. Blue, 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 1. Draw one of them. Yes. Always yield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I don't have another Mystic Sanctuary. I don't know why I did this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do these up the beanstalks, except 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd rather keep my combo going this turn. Don't shuffle. Blue 1. Temporal. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Takes 10 to Teferi plus do a temporal. So my turn this turn should just be beanstalk and force of will. Let's go ahead and attack for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not enough to Teferi. I'd rather do this. I still have force up. One, two, three, four, five. Personal tutor is a good one. Put manipulation on top. And that is game. Two, three, 1, 2. There's no punishment to this. Why did I do that? I totally forgot I'm supposed to bounce the Snapcaster. Oh, this Terminus will draw me 3 cards. Okay, we found it. So this brings me to 6. This will bring me to 2. It's enough. see if there's any fetchables in the deck. I don't think there are. There is. So bring me to 5, bring me to 1, and then go to my next turn and cast Oracle. Green, 1. One, two, 3, 4. I can actually just cast the Oracle this turn. Even if he kills it, like somehow kills it with Teferi in play. Like, obviously I'm worrying about things that just can't happen. This is Reanimator. Like, okay. Veil of Summer, Surgical Extraction, Force of Negation, Flusterstorm, Dress Down, Terminus out. Teferi looked pretty good there. I don't think I want any Swords of Plowshares. Oh, I should not have just clicked a bunch. Because Moto is weird. I need to relog Moto between games. I'm a little concerned that he's going to bring in, like, Dothy Voidwalker or something. I actually don't think Dress Down's worth playing. I think I do want some number of swords because of grief. Trim the Preordains. Trim a Teferi. Against his mulligan, I'm going to keep this. Like, he has to answer my one piece of disruption, and he can't disrupt me enough. Dothy. Glad I put those swords back in. It's possible I'm supposed to keep... I was supposed to play a Trop there, probably. One Terminus that I can tutor for things like Dothy. But if I tutor for Terminus, then I give him a personal tutor, and that is devastating. Where was that a turn ago? White source. So if he reanimates this turn, so like normally I would counter Entombs. I'm not going to because I have the Surgical, and I don't want to put a Force under Dothy if I don't have to. Surgical can disrupt me, but it's harder to disrupt me. And since my plan is draw White Source and bounce this Dothy, then counter it with Force of Will, I don't want to do that. this Grizzlebrand now. See what's in his hand. Animate Dead. Has 2 Archons, 2 Atraxa, and a Magus. 2 more Dothies, 2 more Griefs. So he's Animate Deading this Grief. I mean, I don't want to give him... I mean, he's going to get the Force under Dothy no matter what. So I want to draw a card with Force of Will, I think. And I absolutely cannot let him discard Temporal Mastery to cast with Dothy. So I'm going to do this. Then if he Animate Deads, I have the option to Force of Negation, which he might Force of Will back. If I don't, I'm getting 5'd every turn, and I don't think I can afford that, so I think I'm going to do this. And because I don't have the white source, I'm going to pitch to Fairy. Interesting, choosing not to force. Will he attack? He will attack. Excellent. Correctly identifying that Force of Will is better than anything you could be doing with damage. Alright. Gonna go ahead and put back the Mystic Sanctuary. I can't let him have this right now. What am I casting this off of? This Force of Will is most likely not resolving. So I should either get Forest or Island. I think at this point it's more likely that I combo off through what he's doing. So I'm going to get Island. Interesting. So I have 2 turns in the bank. I have to find a land with this ponder. Found the land. This is all good and well. No. That was a good draw. I'm gonna do something a little crazy here. No, I'm not. Where are my swords? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can beanstalk. I can beanstalk and temporal manip, but I'm seeing 2 bad cards. So I actually think I want to shuffle these. Because I need to find a swords. There it is. No. Mystic Sanctuary online. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So I can. Can fetch and snap this turn. Except that I can't because I just got my snap target out of the graveyard. Whoopsie. $18 cards left. I'm gonna do this turn. This feels like the turn for snap. Temporal. We won a game! A match! Woohoo! So analysis of this so far. If I remember correctly, I was gonna win this one if it weren't for a misclick and a time, right? There's no way. I definitely deserved the loss against Tony Schiavone. So I feel like I'm definitely at least in spirit a 2-1. This one, what happened in this one? What was I playing against? Mono Black. I definitely monkeyed the first game away. Had I played correctly, I think I should have won. With that, not playing around that Dothy correctly. And then I don't remember. Did I lose to time or what? I don't know. I mean, I'm at my worst. I'm a spiritual 2-2 right now. I'm not. I'm gonna keep this against my better judgment. I think on the play it's gonna be fine. Against a mulligan, I like that. Mulligan the 5 especially. Now, please let this be like a deck that's trying to like turbo out creatures, like goblins or something, where this Terminus can just shine. And no turn 1 Chalice. Turn 1 Chalice makes this hand absolute garbage. Any turn 1 Force of Will thing makes this hand kind of garbage. Mulligan the 5 could be Reanimator. I hope it's not. That upkeep stop. Perfect. Top 4 cards are all. Should I counter this? I think so. Fortunately, not a deck that loses to Mazavith. Need an island here. I have the Flooded Strand to get a plains with whenever I need to. Swords Plowshares, good insulation against Dark Depths. Although we are at 5 lands for Field of the Dead already, probably drawing his 6th this turn. I am glad I countered that Finding Way. Like to draw Brainstorm, Ponder, up the Beanstalk. Preferably Brainstorm into up the Beanstalk. Setting up a I can't do that. Okay. I can't set up Temporal Mastery and Beanstalk. I have to fetch for green. I will, however, take an extra turn right now. Interestingly, I don't know if I'm going to personal tutor here because I'm not getting a ton of benefit from it. One, two, three, four, five, six. That's really good. If he gets his 7th land, he can make another zombie. He missed. Life from the Loam. That is unfortunate. Yeah, that happens. Do I want a personal tutor for Ponder here? Oh my god, this is a nightmare. Do I want to personal tutor for... Oh, we didn't have enough different names. Haha, chimp. I don't want a personal tutor yet. Let's start here. Ponder. Brainstorm. One, two, three, four, five, six. He has 6 names. So this will be 7th, and he'll get 2 tokens. And he makes a 20/20. Fortunately, I can answer that, and I don't care that he has a bunch of life because I win with Thassa's Oracle. Woohoo! So next turn, I am going Beanstalk off of Forest Island, tapping an island to play Personal Tutor and holding up Swords to Plowshare. He Ghost Quarter. This could be bad. So I'm declining the Ghost Quarter ability so that I can do things with Personal Tutor. He's going to get 2 of my basics. Huh. Am I dead? Like, I have no other play here. I have to hope that he mistakenly goes after my planes. He mistakenly went after my planes. Is it enough? Let's find out. Probably not, to be honest. Because even if I draw, if he hits one of my islands, I go to my turn, I cast the temp, I draw 2. Even if I hit a land, I cast Preordain, I have to pray there's another Temporal Mastery, or I have to draw Field of the Dead. He didn't play, does he have another land yet? Yeah, there's the Ghost Quarter. Does he do it now? He does. No. Yes. Always yield. Land. We're in the game. He should be wastelanding me now. And that's GG. Alright, a handful of surgicals. Terminus can help me combo, but Prismatic on Exploration, Force of Negation for Life from the Loam are important. He doesn't have a lot of things to Force of Will. Crop Rotation is a big one. I'm also still 3 cards up. I don't want the snap. Trim. I think all the Teferis actually. The snap is better than Teferis. Swords or Terminus, Swords or Terminus, Swords or Terminus. Given that he showed me Field of the Dead and Terminus is better for my combo, I'm gonna go with Terminus. Especially like having one in the deck to personal tutor for can be beneficial. This looks good to me. I'm gonna keep this. Force of Negation for life from the loam is what I'm keeping on the strength of. You can have your exploration. Now I wish he didn't have his exploration. Had I had this instead of this Swords of Plowshares, that would have been amazing. I would have forced that exploration and had Force of Negation up still. Mulch. I'm just gonna let it go. Because I'm already weak to Wasteland and Winding Way. I'll let the first one go. I'm gonna let this one go too. Winding. Wow, he missed all of them. 2 life from the loams though. That is unfortunate. Did I stack this right? I think I'm interested in an extra turn here to dig for surgical. I didn't. Fuck. I'm gonna put these 2 back. Good old Shufflerino. Ponder. Not seeing any extra cards on this Ponder, so I'm just gonna shuffle. And play Savannah. Worst life from the loam I've ever seen. So I really bungled this turn. Yeah, you can mulch again. Ghost Quarter, Beseiju, Wasteland. Oh man, this plus Beseiju here is pretty devastating. Because he's gonna start stripping me of my basics. Oh, he played the Beseiju, interesting. Choosing to take a draw. One of the loams is in his hand, and he can fizzle my loam with my surgical if I find it. I think my play here is to put this trop down. I'm pretty sure I've lost this game. I think I had a chance had I put that time warp on top like I was supposed to. I was supposed to counter that. Whoops. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Alright, up the beanstalk is helpful. I need to draw into prismatic ending. Brainstorm. Well-timed bog. I have the surgical, but he has the peat land. How can I get out of this? I mean, at this point, this personal tutor's finding Terminus. Taking 6 next turn. Wait, Mazavith doesn't tap for mana. I can surgical. Do I want to shuffle? I think so. Don't need this swords right now. Few. Alright, so pretty mediocre pseudo 2-3. Obviously, like I said, I don't think this is the best iteration of this deck. This is the first iteration of this deck, and I want to keep messing with it. I think there is a strategy built around the Mystic Sanctuary taking turns stuff somehow. I just don't know what it is, and I'm going to keep messing with it. Up the beanstalk is a key part of it. So I will see you next time with the next build.